Hey y'all, and welcome to another seasonal video. Today I'm going to show you my favorite gifts to give book lovers. Now, I'm never going to tell you that something is a must-have or to run out and buy something immediately, but these are some of my favorites because I've used them and enjoyed them over the years. With that in mind, I've broken down this guide into 4 categories. I have the basics, nice to have, just for fun, and indulgences. Let's jump right in with the basics, a book. I think it is so fun to give someone a special edition of maybe one of their favorite books or a book by their favorite author. I have here a couple versions of that. One, I have Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. This is a special edition with gorgeous sprayed edges, but it's also a signed copy, which is very special to me because you all know how much I love T. Kingfisher. So that's something really neat. I also have a friend whose favorite book is Frankenstein, and so this gorgeous version, the Harper Muse edition, made me think of her. If you have a friend with a favorite book that happens to be a classic, something like this would be so unique and really cool for them to add to their collection. And something gorgeous to display on their shelves for sure. Sometimes the wrapping can be just as fun as what's inside, and so here is a version of that I created. I did learn how to do this sort of pocket fold wrapping online, and then I've included some fun things here. I am a caramel girl, so I've included the caramel squares, a bag of tea, and a Barnes & Noble gift card. You certainly would not have to do all of these items in a gift. One of the things I like specifically about this type of gifting is you could really do it at any budget. Even if your budget is $25, you could beautifully wrap up a book. If you happen to buy that book at an indie bookstore, I'm sure they would throw in a bookmark that you can include here. A bag of tea is a great option. A little bag of maybe hot cocoa mix, a pen, some Post-its for annotating. The options for this are endless and you can make it so special and unique. Next up in the basics would be bookmarks. I have a million of them here. As you know, I have an affinity for humdrum paper. 2 of my favorites are the ice cream cone and the T-Rex skeleton. Another brand I love is Bloom Wolf Studios. That's where this beautiful floral one is from that I picked up at River and Hill earlier this year. They have so many cute designs, very tempting. A recent acquisition is this Dungeon Crawler Carl one, Princess Donut. Unfortunately, I don't know who makes this. There is nothing on the back and there is no company name, designer name anywhere on it. I absolutely love it though. This year I also tried my hand at making bookmarks using these acrylic blinds and cold transfers that I got from Hobby Lobby. And like I mentioned before, there's nothing quite better than a free bookmark from your local independent bookstore. I'm a little obsessed with what Sincerely Yours did this year for fall. They made these little custom bookmarks. Book and Cover in Chattanooga also has a beautiful bookmark. And you guys know already, I love Postman. They have a gorgeous textured bookmark and they give you one for every book you buy. Last in my sort of basics category is a book light. This is the one I have. It has a rotating and bendable head. It has 3 light settings and I'm a big fan of it. Elot says it's too bright, but he'll be fine. I'm going to link one below and maybe put it here. If I were looking for a new book light, this is probably the one I would go for. Also, I'm a big fan of the neck light. I have one, I just could not find it in time for this video. It's around here somewhere. I think they're so cool and any reader would probably be psyched to have one. My next category is nice to have, and my first thing on there is an embosser, a personalized embosser. This is mine here and I love it. As soon as I know that a book is staying in my library forever, I go ahead and emboss the front pages. I'll put a little clip of that here. There are so many options. I found a million adorable ones on Etsy, but these are some of my favorites. I love this cat one, the multi-option from this one seller, like there's a dragon. Oh, I just loved it. I think they're such a neat addition to anyone's library. Something I find myself using all the time, especially as much as I rearrange my shelves, is a book guide. This kind of looks like nothing really, but it's very useful to me on the shelves. It keeps all of your books in line at this depth. I am kind of obsessed with it. I try to sell it to everyone I know. Another nice to have item is a page spreader. This is great for hardback or paperback books. This is the one that I picked up when I was at the Ripped Bodice last year in New York, but they come in a myriad of different materials, patterns, colors. I like this sort of flowers and gold fleck suspended in acrylic. Very cool and a great little useful thing to have as a reader. One of my favorite things that I found this year, a reading journal or a reading tracker. I actually have 2 here to show you. This one you will have either seen a video kind of showcasing all the sections, or that will be coming very soon. I don't know exactly what my December schedule is going to look like yet. And this one I picked up recently at Target. This is not for me. I don't need 2 reading journals. I picked up 5 of these for the girls in my book club. I think this is such a fun gift. I kind of wanted an excuse to buy it because I think it's so cute. I thought this would be a really fun gift for the girls, and I'm excited to wrap it in the way that I wrapped that other book I showed you. I'm going to include a set of Jelly Roll pens in the Moonlight colors with it, and maybe some other stuff I just haven't decided yet. Something in the nice to have that I don't have but I think I would really enjoy is this really cool book pillow. It can also hold a tablet, but it sort of holds your book open for you, and you could set it maybe in your lap or on the bed if you wanted to lay flat and you could read your book. I think that would be so cool to have, and I might be adding it to my wish list. Now, I know not everybody is going to have a Kindle, but if you know someone who does and you want to up their reading game, or reading in bed game more specifically, I would recommend this gooseneck arm. I know this looks wild, but this is a gooseneck clamp and an arm for your Kindle. So it connects here, like I connect mine to our headboard on the bed, and then this you can manipulate into whatever position works for you. Your Kindle sits here, and then the perfect thing to pair that with is a page turner and remote. This is the one I have. I kind of got all of this together. Actually, my father-in-law bought it for me one year for my birthday. I'm going to insert this famously embarrassing picture of me using it here, but he asked me what I wanted. I told him that I just could not live without this any longer, and he made sure that I had it for my birthday. Moving right along to category number 3 is just for fun, and I actually don't have a lot of these items, but they are items that I have been poking around the internet for. First up being these neon signs. I am obsessed with the neon signs. You can get these wall-mounted ones or ones that sit on a tabletop, but I think my favorite is Books Are Magical. Something I do have that I can show you and sort of goes into another type of hobby is puzzles. I have this Bookhaven one made by Gallison, but there are so many beautiful ones out there that are very, very bookish. I will show a few here on the screen. These are all ones that are on my personal wish list and that I think are just beautiful. They would make a stunning gift. Another thing I do have and can show you is this sort of faux stained glass. I love this one obviously because it has a black cat on it, and then she is sitting atop a shelf of books. This looks great in the window, so I'll put a little clip of it here so you can really see it in the light. There are tons of designs for these. There's even like a Shire one. If you have a friend who's obsessed with Lord of the Rings, there is a Shire one that is so cute. And I think these are, again, a very unique and inexpensive gift that you could give someone that would really stand out. Certainly very fun are these bookish sponges. You have Jane Air Dry and Suds and Sensibility. Very cute play on the classics for a dish sponge. I've seen tons of versions of these. I will link this specific kind down below, and I'm so glad that I'm filming this now because I feel like I can finally take them out and start using them. More things that I do not have but would be so thrilled to receive as a gift are these bookish totes that I found on Etsy. Very cute, all sorts of unique patterns. The possibilities for these are also endless. And apparel, like t-shirts, sweatshirts. I did find several of those on Etsy as well that I am now adding to my wish list. I really like shopping Etsy for these types of things because I feel like not only do you get a unique gift, but you're supporting someone's small business. And my final category is going to be indulgences. Now, I do own some of these items, but for the most part, I don't. They are pricier, big ticket items. They're either quite large or quite expensive. First up would be an e-reader. I myself have a Kindle. I very much enjoy my Kindle. I would love a Kindle Color, but I don't think I consume enough color content to warrant such a big purchase. However, I still love my 11th generation Kindle. It works great. You can also purchase Kobo. I think Barnes & Noble is still making a Nook. I could be wrong, but I've heard great things about the Kobo as well. And if you have the budget for it, an e-reader is such a great gift. As most of you know, I'm a huge fan of immersive reading, and to do that, I need headphones. I like these Raycon Everyday Earbuds, and when these start to bring on the ear fatigue, I switch to my Raycon Everyday Over-Ear headphones. I love both of these. I would highly recommend both of them. You can always find them on a sale, always find a deal, a coupon code, something like that, and I think the quality is great, plus their customer service has not let me down yet. Something that I would love to have, but I cannot justify as I do not currently have the space in this room for it, is one of those big, cushy lush looking reading chairs. This one in particular from Bed Bath & Beyond looks ultra cozy. Even like you could probably fit 2 people on it. And I don't think the price is that outrageous. Now this one from Joybird, that's another story. I think the color is gorgeous. The fabric looks undeniably lush, but that price, it's a little steep. Maybe one day. Finally, in indulgences would be jewelry. And this is not something I thought of. And it turns out that I actually have some bookish jewelry and I'm wearing it now. Did not even realize it until I started filming this video. This is a Harry Potter necklace made by Fossil. Many seasons ago, I don't remember, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I picked it up. It's the Hogwarts castle. I'll try to get like some more close-up footage of that so you can really see what it looks like. I don't think this is available anymore, but something unique to look out for. I am very into these necklaces that I found on Etsy though. Very beautiful. Again, quite pricey. If you're a gold lover like me, you're just gonna end up paying a lot. If you are a sterling silver person, you can find some really great deals. This Alice in Wonderland ring is so unique, so interesting. If that was somebody's favorite book and you gifted them with a ring like this, like how chuffed would they be with that gift? And finally, in indulgences, it might seem kind of silly to have a bead bracelet be an indulgence, but these bracelets are $40 and that's kind of high for me. That's a little steep. I think they're so cute for a book lover, even a Taylor Swift fan maybe. Isn't she like a big friendship bracelet person? I don't know a lot about Taylor Swift, guys. Don't come for me. But I think that would make a really sweet little gift too. Right? I think I actually breezed through that pretty quickly. I will have links to everything I mentioned below. If there's something you think that I need to add to my wish list or you want everybody else to know about, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a beautiful holiday season, whatever you end up doing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.